Alrighty. We're back. Oh boy. Whew, Oh, we're getting back into this, aren't we? This fucking balance, as we were saying before. I've been thinking about how I want to try and do this fight. I don't mind bringing out the most broken shit in the game. If the game wants to be dirty, I can play dirty too. But aside from that, one thing I was thinking of is it might be best to set myself up in the proper way so I can kill the Big Bird phase very easily. Like, I think, what was I gonna say? I think the easiest phase for us is gonna be the Judgment Bird phase. I can't remember what its effect is, though. But we always kill it so fast with Pierce that whatever its effect is, well, either way, its effect is never gonna be as bad as Big Bird's. But like, also just in general, like, it's not only, like, Big Bird has all the worst parts of that whole fight. Like, oh my god. It really does. It has the 2 mass attacks it uses both times, on both of its turns. It has the power null. Like, it's so much bullshit in one phase. And the worst part about it is the fact it is always the first one. It is always the first one that spawns. That makes it worse, indirectly. I'd rather take damage than take light. Like, honestly, God. At the end of the day, you're going to take damage from his mass attacks anyway. The thing that really kills me is the fucking light. That's what kills me every time. And, obviously, at the very least, it's on the phase where we have, the most shit against them. We're going to have to redo some stuff. I was thinking, because I might as well ask you this now for it. When it comes... When you're talking about something being singleton, for the case of purple tier, is it separate per deck? So, like, for example, this one isn't a singleton deck. But if I put Will in the prescript in here, which is a singleton deck, would it proc? Or is it one of those things where it like takes into account every single card? Should be separate per deck. That's what I was thinking. One more expensive, which basically does nothing. Yeah, Punishing Birds is fine. But it's going to be one of those things. Oh yeah. There we go. It's one of those things where I'm thinking, like, Punishing Bird is always going to get wrecked, because I'm probably going to go, like, very hard on, like, the slash phase in general, just to hope and pray I can kill it in 2 turns. Like, if I can kill that in 2 turns, it's insane. But if not, I think what I'm going to do is purposefully not kill the Judgment Bird phase, and just get it, like, 1 turn away from being staggering. So when it swaps back to the Big Bird phase, I can just kill the egg right there on that first turn. And if it all goes well, I could probably kill it, like, right after it does its mass attacks. Yeah. Like, I just think one of the things that is really killing me in some of these attempts, the attempts I get really close, what's killing me is the fact that the last egg I have to break is Big Bird's. I think that is what killed me a lot. Like, having to just sit on that phase as the last one I have to do just wears you down. So I definitely feel like the play, if I get to that point, if I can't kill the Big Bird egg right away, immediately, the best play is going to be to use the Pierce phase to get it stagger as low as possible, so when it swaps back to Big Bird, all we have to do is take those 2 mass attacks, which is crazy because it should, like, it's really 1 turn, but we have to take those 2 mass attacks and hopefully just push them over the edge to kill the egg. Yeah, exactly. This is pretty much what I was thinking about today. Just like purposefully stalling the Judgment Bird phase so I can insta-kill the Big Bird phase once we come back around. Just have to ride that line as close as we can. But yeah, I think for this, I want, because I'm gonna make this singleton. I know this is the slash deck, but I just feel like Willow the Prescript is the best drawing card in this fucking game. It just is. So I always want to have it. Like, the only issue we had with Purple Tier last time was the draw. That was the only issue. It's in Urban Nightmare. Boom. The pretty overpowered Millionaire. Well, it's currently not built correctly, if I remember. We tried it last time and it didn't work. That's a good point. I think I'd still like to have it, though. Just because I feel like once we get to that last phase, I'm going to try and not swap them as much. Because I want to be able to swap to slash the millisecond we get into the Apocalypse Bird fight. And I feel like if I... or I might just try and stay in slash the whole time. And if I do, I feel like it'd be nice to have this just for some extra DPS against all the other phases. Yeah, I'm thinking of what I'm going to replace that with. Because Forward March, I mean, it's just a light restore card. I can get a better one. I mean, to be honest, I'll give you a better one immediately. Well, it's not better because it costs one, but the extra light restore makes it better. And since we're going singleton, it might as well. Then in Pierce... Brace Up's not bad. Prod the weakness. This is only really a, like, net... It's a net gain of 1. Again, I just want to throw Willow the Prescript and everything. Fuck me. I just want to throw this card and everything. Like, I can see it's good, but, like, in this case... Like, would I really want to throw out anything else? The only thing is, like, I don't really have too much... It's tough. Blunt? I want to get rid of Parry. Parry, I didn't... I noticed I don't really like to use it. And that is Singleton. Guard is just a throwaway deck. I don't really care about that. I'm literally never going to swap into the guard deck. But I want these 3 to have Will of the Prescript. Just because the only weakness I noticed when we were testing this last time is the draw. That's literally the only weakness, which you said for draw is definitely the biggest downside to Purple Tier. So yeah. Also, one thing I kind of want to do is maybe I just don't use the slash. So I can leave the slash as like a fresh hand until we get there. Obviously, Purple Tier really needs to get to the end. They have Myongus. They need to get to the end. Bina, Rhino, Mary, Destiny. Obviously, we're going to change you out for something else. Question is, what I could bring Alan back. Go for Stagger Deflect? Yeah. One of Alan... we have too much Pierce. That's the biggest issue I've always noticed. What's Jan's page like? Is there, like... I believe you mentioned this as a support page. Comment page that can be used on allies. Owner can pick out of 2 random options instead. Different functions: give strength, give protection, and stagger protection, and light restoration. Is it like a free cost? So I wonder if that would just be a solid thing to throw in. Just like a nice support. They're free on use pages, okay. I mean, it sounds good. And erosion. They're expensive, but like I wonder if Jan's would be like a good shout. It's just a buffer. Lock. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. A 4 cost for that really isn't worth it. I am down to just try fucking anything, honestly. Like, this fight is just... something else. If I can't do it even with this, I'm just gonna have to look up the most disgusting fucking build of all time. And just absolutely shit on Apocalypse Bird's forehead. That'll be the only choice I have left. I gotta remove... That is a solid one. Because I want strength, endurance, protection. Oh, well, this... Gain 3 protection. Unforgettable memories. Give 1 strength to 2 random allies. These are, like, that's not a bad card. 3 to 5, 2 to 3. It's not the best, but... Okay. Fine, I will type a little bit more. Oh, this one, yeah. So I'm getting a bit expensive here, but these are some good buffing cards, I think. But I had, yeah, I had a filter on. Actually, let me look for some cheaper ones. Yeah, that's Vibe. Damn, that's an old ass card, but it's not even the worst I've seen. Struggle 2 to 6, 2 to 5, 2 to 6. Not even bad. It's like, honest God, not even bad. Fence. Uncommon preparation. I think that's a good cheaper one. Wait. Give 1 strength to random allies. Does Feign have an effect? That is not how you smell that. Either way, I have this on anyway. Feign. What the hell you at? That's 1 cost. There you go. Jeez. 1 bind. That's good for pure offense anyway. But then I'd want some light restore and draw. Unlock is good. And then, what is, Will of Prescript. What? I don't know what that was. Yeah. The deck is a bit expensive, so I dedicated my lower level ones to light restoration, and then I have Will of the Prescript for when I need another kicker of cards. Now, in terms of passives, again, I'm doing a build I've never done before, leaning all into passives, or buffing, I should say. Yeah, I just showed where I had them equipped. Is there, like, anything dedicated directly toward, like, buffing? Like, is that a thing? Are there passives that lean into buffing? I know there are passives that buff, but are there, like, passives that enhance buffing cards? Four trigrams. I could pull that. I can grab 4 trigrams, and I get the whole gimmick of that, of the Hana. That could be very good. Yeah, I'll just, like, reset. We'll run this. So, in this case, we should be getting 2 buffing cards every turn. Well, let's see what else we have options for. Because I feel like this is like a whole ass another gimmick that could be very good. Just to have. Like being able to play 2 buff cards for free every turn. Like that could go hard. Like if we find some passives where I'm like, okay, this might be more useful than that, then yeah, absolutely. But like, I don't know how many like passives realistically are gonna outweigh something like this. Because, like, this just seems very good. Do I have her? Give us to random other ally as well. Oh yeah, well I suppose yeah, she has a thing on her. Hold on. Let me go throw it on HUD. Yes, I have her page, so I just gotta clear it off. There we go. And then clear off the bookshelf. Empty, and then remove that. Okay. Go back here. And pull up her. I can have both of those. When gaining, though... Alright. So, they're fully dedicated into being a buffer with the ons page. Have your slash, Mary, Reno, and Bina. Double for one random ally. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That might be the difference maker. We have to see. Well... might as well get right back in. Let's see how it handles itself. Oh, here we go again. I wonder what this fight is. I've never seen this fight before. I'm gonna hit you with this, just for that'll seal one of your dice. Three. Well, I'm gonna help you kill some stuff here. Oh, wrong deck. Run block deck. I'll throw myself on Pierce. Dump into that. Oh, you guys are doing a lot of attacking this turn. Block that. Yeah, I need you to, but... rest of this, just dump into this. You're clashing with us. Yeah, they get a couple one-star attacks in, but so be it. There, that should be one less dice we have to deflect. Actually, if you stagger him, even better. If you stagger him, even better. We don't have to dedicate anything to him. Okay, but you actually don't get staggered. Wait. It seemed like just best case scenario. What the fuck? Because now I can use you too. Oh, you're bound. That doesn't affect anything there. Let's do that, I suppose. Nice. This is a good roll. Oh, Jesus. I'll pull that. Four to 7 at the absolute highest. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but still, whatever. Nice. Oh yeah, on static. Yes, I gotta get used to that. I got to remember things like that. I'm new to this. Nice. Darkness will use his turn to kill. It is 15. I don't really have any choice but to do this. Yep. So these are on use. Drop page. Wait, can I not use it on a specific person? was not. Well, I just gotta hope they got it. Okay. And then a prescript. Target restores 1 light. Who could use the light? I say you. Oh, actually. Still likely. I don't get full value out of it, but whatever. Below the prescript. Go. Damn. Most of us did not block that. I don't like this one. This one's got me so fucking scared to touch it. Bro, how did you live? What? Well, this is why we have this. This is a bit tough. Yeah, because it's doing some, like last time, it was doing some fucky shit that I don't understand. Like, it doesn't say in the card that it's doing it, so it's like, I'd just rather not even worry about it. How I read it was pretty much one other librarian's light restore for that turn would go to whoever has this card, but it's clearly doing more than that. There's more going on under the hood than what it says. So I just don't want to touch it. Because this is going to hit Bina. And we need Bina, but I don't think... Well, no, okay. You can pull that. You can pull that. And then I can... Oh, Christ. Don't really have a choice. There we go. Bleed. Thank you. Nice. Yeah, but even just a visual bug like that, it sucks me out and I don't like to look at it. Bro. You know, why is your, like, emotion so low? Like, oh my god. I don't think I have anything that can do it. Or what you're saying is I choose to clash against it. Like if it's melee. This is all melee. So if I just clash against this directly and consume it, either then, even if I just send this at that, I mean, I'm absolutely gonna outdo it, because he's 20 feeble. Like, would this save them? Because if so, that would be a very good case scenario. Like, I can hit him. Like, he actually does not really have much defense here. What is going on? Oh, wait, no, shit, it has to be ranged. Oh, this is ranged, yes, okay. Yes, yes, it is ranged. He has the staring... So, since this is ranged, this will clash with this before they do, thus destroying that counter dice. Oh, wait, there's two. Fuck, that's two. He has two salvations. I suppose. One thing I'm just gonna do, just to try and maybe, is try and get through this counter dice. Oh, yes, no, I can force the target! And you can't do anything. I think that's good. There goes the salvation. There, you outroll salvation. You outroll salvation. Beautiful. Okay. God, bro, you guys took so much damage. I really gotta minimize the amount of damage you take going forward. I need Prod of Weakness. Will of the Prescript, and then just Energy Core. I want to hold on to those, so just do Energy Pillar. I kind of want to save us. That'll be enough kill. That give us a heal. Nice chunk. Like I said before, that is the hardest, like, bird phase. Go figure. Big Bird is the hardest bird phase, and he's also the hardest egg to fucking deal with. Big Bird is just a piece of shit, let's be honest. You're still in Piercing Stance. I'm just gonna leave you there. Obviously, try and do as much damage as we can. If we can kill 2 of them, that'd be fantastic. There. And then can I throw it on myself? No, it has to be an ally. Give that to you. Mini weak to blunt. They're very strong against pierce, but oh well. Playing Unforgettable Melody. Trying, if we can kill 3, that'd be nuts. No counter dice, right? Yeah, I didn't play any counter dice. Good. I was hoping to do more damage than that. I just gotta be sure to clash with him with defensive dice. Weakish to slash, huh? Three to eight, whatever. This one dice power. It's enemies with higher speed. First die at the first page, librarian. I feel like punishment is solid. Like punishment seems really solid. Okay. Rolls really low. Watch this though. I'm gonna do this. But then five endurance, holy shit. Yeah, look at the buffs. The buffs are very nice. And in that case, I'm just gonna do public blockade against it. Because those one-sided attacks will happen first. And that should stagger. Like, there's no way that doesn't stagger. God, I really don't like that you have that there. The rest of this, you need draw. That's so nice. That is so fucking nice that I can just do that. I don't really want to do that though. Whatever, it's a 3-8. I'll be fine. That should be enough. Make sure that goes back to him. These two should stagger. Absolutely should stagger. So, send it. That staggers anyway. And this should fucking kill. There we go. Have I played Lobotomy Corporation? Yes. Many, many times. Many, many, many times. Ba 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 ba. And I will say, this fight was a lot easier in LobCorp. Yeah, I'm loving the buffs. The buffs I'm able to spread around is very nice. Thinking about Carmen. Nice, their attack. He's using 2 of his attacks on the birds. Again, how I usually like to do this is to just kill them immediately. We can help him kill this guy. About how everybody dehumanized her even though they loved her. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Health is going good. And this, in my opinion, this is the easiest phase. Because it's just dump damage. As long as we're efficient. Let's see what we got. Target restores 1 light. I'll just send that to you. In terms of this, draw 1 page. I just hope it goes to you. I love this build. This is so cool. I love the little extra cards. But again, all the marbles come with the final phase. That is where all the goddamn marbles come from. Yeah. Like that plus the fact that I'm also using the Hana like passives. Like he does a lot for the team every turn. And also our combat pages lean into it. Okay. But either way. You guys are neutral, so it doesn't matter. Honestly, Pierce seems to be the best overall, so perfect. Well, I'll just do this. He is screwed and multiple people are dead. Yeah, well, that's how it goes. The whole point is just keep him alive for as long as you can. But I do have him as, like, the, defensive guy, too. So, in case scenario, if somebody has to die, I will probably throw him in the front as a shield. We'll have to see. Oh, I don't have your charge up. I really got to focus right now getting your charge up. Oh, we'll have to see. I kind of want to keep Battle Command for the next phase. Let me go ahead and hit you with that. Only thing I'm a bit worried about is the stagger of a couple people. So I'd rather not have you... Like, I wouldn't mind having you clash with this. Hit you with a bulky impact. And we'll have a prescript. Actually... Lot of stuff. Alright, send it. Whole point is just to Zerg rush the birds down. Beautiful. Yeah, one bird is left alive. Fantastic. We should not be doing judgment. These two we can ignore. Wouldn't mind if you pull this. Shit, I can't pull it. A little bit more charge. That's really all I want you to do. There we go. Stagger. Okay. Oh no. See what we got? Holy shit, the amount of draw. Pop over to slashing stance. There we go. And then hold on to the rest. Hold on to that. This scene. No, hold off. I don't want to burn too much of my stuff. I want to be max light. Gain 2 strength next scene? Yes. Give 2 endurance to all allies next scene. Okay. I think that'll be good enough. That'll be enough to kill, absolutely. So. Okay. Boys, I'm gonna be honest before we get into this. I need to take a piss. I need to be locked in. I need my head fully in the game. Yeah, we have good light levels. But I need to take a leak. I'll be right back. I need to have my mind off the fact that I need to take a leak. I'll be right back. Oh, let's do it. Having a little prayer. Please, have this be the time. Only thing I'm slightly worried about is Bina and Onryo's, like, staggers are a bit low. And you guys have some buffs. Well, actually, first of all, before we do anything, restore some light. You got endurance too. So you're coming at me with this. Gonna hit you back with this. And then other than that, I need you a frontal assault. Send this in. So for this, the first two are the main issues. Yeah. I don't mind getting hit by that last one, honestly. I don't mind it. So you're coming at me with this. No, but Myongest and slashing stance don't help me. I'll pull that. The power null's so fucking annoying. Because without it, I would be able to easily tank these mass attacks. Pull that. Your HP really doesn't matter in this. Seal 2 dice. God, I feel like my best shot here is... I don't want to, like, exhaust too much of my light. I really don't. Go in order. Okay. Send it. Nice, they both block it. Everybody blocks the first one. Everybody blocks the second. And most people block the third. But the third one just does damage. It doesn't do much. Very good. Oh my god, you deflect that. That is slash. I think we can do it. God, Bina, you really do not have any stuff, though. We might be able to kill Big Bird here. Like the Big Bird egg. If we just fucking dump damage in. Okay, well, let's see what we got for buffs. We need light restoration. Give one strength, give it to you. Which means you get the strength too. I'm also going to hit you with disposal. And you're going to pull that. Also, we got a bot. Hold on. We might have it, lads. We actually might fucking have it. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? That's disgusting. Might be eating that straight to your forehead. With that mark, too. He's like 2 block counter dice. Snake so it doesn't do anything. But I do need to make sure I do a solid roll. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that hit, but I'll just get as much light back as I possibly can, because these are slash. I'm just gonna have to iron wall that. An energy cycle. Ignore that, whatever. This, though... Actually, I'll just do combat preparation against it, whatever. Okay. Send it. Ooh, it's a couple of us. Yes! 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 Fucking Big Bird Egg dead! Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Big Bird's eyes were blinded. Ooh, your fucking light is bad, though. Thankfully, the effect of this one is really not that bad. I mean, it's some strong attacks, but we should have no problem deflecting attacks like this. Like, as long as it's not fucking mass attacks, bro. Oh my god. Target restores 1 light. Give that to you. And what do I got here? No. You. Draw page. I'll just do this. Yeah, we gotta really throw in some light restoration here. I don't know if that's the best idea right now. Okay, what I'm gonna do. Multi-slash. Forward march. Blunt. Puppet blockade. Actually, I might need you to pull one of these, Bina. Shit. I have to do that. It's the best I can do. I think it's pretty good though. For once all the eggs are done. I have no idea what happens after all the eggs are done. I might use it next. I don't know. Ah, staggered. Okay. Either way, not bad. We absolutely stagger him. Next. Fortunately, we can't pull anything from Jan here, but it's all good. Nothing's targeting him, so we'll just let him be staggered for this turn. Honestly, it's kind of nice that he gets staggered now, because then he can refresh his stagger gauge. Okay. I feel like this should be fine. And now it's Justice Bird phase. Oh, you're one short. Fuck. Actually, light. No. No! The light card would have been so fucking hard. Fuck. Because then I could have mass attacked. Damn, I should have thrown in a couple more times. Well, actually, wouldn't have made much of a difference, honestly. Because we're going to immediately kill this egg. So we can just ignore this. We just need to do these mass attacks. Shit. Shit. Fuck. Just question. Will this count? Like, will Myongest and my slash boost count against the mass attack? I actually don't know that. If it does. Myongest doesn't. Okay. Well, I might as well throw out the ones I'm gonna use. Who could use draw? Honestly, draw isn't really that needed. Like, that's the best I can do. And he should be staggered long before anything else anyway. 5. Oh, you get hit. Jan. 4. We all block it. Fantastic. And you're dead. At least for this phase. Oh no, yeah, that's right. There's 2 mass attacks. We all block first. And Jan gets hit by a second again. God damn it. Oh well, it isn't too much damage. I'm calling him Jan, I know. Like, obviously the character's not Jan, but that should stagger. Boom. That's that phase done. Come on, man. Ba, 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 ba. Egg breaks, he gets some strength this turn. Peace for all. Okay, bro, like what? I mean, mass summations aren't the worst thing in the world, but still, what the fuck? You're weak to blunt, right? Blunting stance. They're both attacking the same spot. This man's peace for all. How much more of the fight is left after these eggs, man? Should be like LobCorp, where after the legs are done, after the eggs are done, he's done. entirely much I can do. You're gonna take a bit from that. Both on the same. Hit you with this. Okay. Best I can do. Yep, you get hit. Beanie gets hit and that gets staggered, damn it. So close. Oh, you're not using that mass attack, thank Christ. Okay. In fact, you're using all melee. Nah, I stagger you here. I absolutely stagger you here. Anybody low on cards? No. Does it mean to debuffs? Doesn't make any sense, really. Yeah, well, I'll give a full thing on the fight. I'll give my full perspective in a sec. Let me just... None of these should get through. Because, I mean, you're going to stagger him immediately anyway. And he has, like, one defense dice that is going to... Like, he doesn't have any counter. This dice, I believe, will try and block at 3d8, but it's only one. And he's practically already there. There you go. Staggered on the first hit. As I expected. Okay, now you're just pretty much standard character. One fat hit right up top. What's going on? What's going on with the music, bro? And send it. Nice. Nice. Eat that erosion. There, he staggered. He dies. River again, proud of the forest, where there was nothing. There was no creatures, no sun, no moon, no beast. Oh, I'm so fucking happy I got that done. Oh, we did it. Oh, boys, we did it. Oh, we did it. Fuck me. I honestly think Jan's deck made the difference. That, like, Jan built that way is the GOAT. Holy shit. Like, the buffs from that are so good. Very good support build. Wow. Oh, God, I'm so happy I got that done. Fuck. Now I'm going into something arguably worse, so fuck me. But I'll explain why. I'll go a whole conversation after we go over this. Because I know that one day of my final agony, you will be there, lying in my sheets, oh sorrow. Jan is by far the best support page. Yeah, I'm seeing why. It's very good. So that you might once again attempt to enter my heart. I'm scared. I'm afraid of what decision I might make in the end. I don't know how great that guy, I don't know how great that guy you've been watching us. But I'm just a nobody. I'm nothing more than a speck of rust on the gears of this world. I was just one of the many foul people partaking in this vile world. That's why I'm so afraid. Oh yeah, you did a very good job making a really good slash deck. The city as it is, humans as they are, and us as we are. Observe simply what your eyes can see, without inputting any external values to it. And sorry for the coughs. I just muted there to cough again. I've got like a bad cough going. I've turned away from lots of things saying, that's that and this is this. We ran from reality, and my wife and I got what's coming to us. It's ultimately no one's fault that things went south. I guess I'm partly responsible for it too. I'm paying my price for remaining a bystander in this city. Perhaps you are right. But even if I didn't look away, could I have stopped this massive cycle alone? Everything shall repeat. We managed to break the cycle one time, yet us librarians are now going through another repetition. What truly matters, however, is that the cycle did break at least once. Breaking it once. That is all I have to tell you. You may visit me for tea occasionally. Let us have trivial chit-chats from time to time. Floor philosophy completely realized. Let's see what Apocalypse Word's gonna give me for pages. Long arms. The bird's long arms conceal time. Single ally. Take no damage from certain status ailments. Burn, bleed, fairy, and sin. It's solid. That's just a solid. You can get it early. Very good. Big eyes. The big bird's eyes imprisoned light. Yeah. Yeah, they really did. The fucking dick. At the start of the scene, inflict enchanted to all enemies. Enchanted enemies prioritize this library as a target and deal plus 2 to 4 damage with attacks. Gain 1 to 2 power clashes against enchanted enemies and recover 2 to 5 HP and stagger resist upon winning a clash. That's like a better version of Red Shoes' one, because Red Shoes has one like that where you like allure. That's just a better version of that. Small beak, and the small bird's beak whispered endlessly. Single ally, add a small beak page to hand, cost 0 on play, return to hand, so you have it in your hand permanently. Take 5% max HP as damage, restore 1 light. This page is also included in the deck at the start of subsequent acts. That could be very good. Yeah, that is very good. Wow, because you can just spam it if you want to, at the cost of your HP, yes. But you can just fill up your light if you want with that. Very good. Then we get another page. So that was like the eggs, and this is like actual Apocalypse Bird's pages. The Beast. The day when Big Bird's eyes could see hundreds of kilometers away. Long Bird who could judge any sin, and Small Bird's mouth that could devour everything united into one. Darkness fell upon the forest. Single ally activates when the selected librarian possesses all of the following abnormality pages. Big eyes, small beak, and long arms. So you need all of those previous abnormal pages along with this one. All dice of characters targeting or targeted by this character are unaffected by power gain or loss, and their minimum and maximum values are lowered by 3. In the scene, all other characters take 15 damage, and this character fully restores light. I must be reading this wrong. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I did read it wrong. Does this last part hurt us too? Like, does this last little clause affect allies? Yeah. Oh, that's rough then. Because your team will die. Like 15 damage per turn on your entire team. It also does it to the enemies too, though. So it's like... it's just tough. Guardians of the Forest. Oh, I got a cough, man. Woo! That's when the birds decided to become the Guardians of the Forest. They loved this forest more than anyone else did, so they wanted to protect the creatures living in the forest and keep the peace. Single ally. All librarians gain 1 haste at the start of each scene for the duration of the reception. If all 5 librarians each have an abnormality page... Wait. I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. All librarians gain 1 haste at the start of each scene for the duration of the reception. So, everybody gets this, not just the person who does this. If all 5 librarians each have an abnormality page, gain 1 or 2 strength and endurance in addition. That has the potential to be really good. That has potential to be... yeah, wow. 1 or 2 strength and endurance and haste. If all you have to do is spread out your abno pages, and you get haste, strength, and endurance every turn just from this, that's really good. Peace. The bird began to prowl the forest looking for the beast, but there was nothing. There was no creature, no sun and moon, and no beast. All there was left was a bird and the black forest. Single ally. When there's no intruder present, the first enemy the selected librarian attacks is marked as intruder. Excludes mass attacks. All of the intruder's attacks deal 2 to 4 less physical and stagger damage. Also, the intruder takes 1 to 2 bonus damage from attacks. That is really good. Find Guardians of the Galaxy really funny, considering that the Keter page pulsation gives all allies 1 to 2 strength each turn for free. Yeah. I guess the trade-off is that this one also gives you haste, and it doesn't have the downside where if you don't do damage, you take a shit ton of damage. Like, this one has haste, and it doesn't have the downside. Overall, really good. Alright. Let's take a look at what we got. Lamp. Mass individual. Combat star. Enemies are not influenced by power gain or loss with the scene. Not bad for a 714 individual. Like, it's a... This isn't really that bad because it's a 3-cost mass attack. Like, that's pretty solid. Justicia. 3-cost melee on hit deal bonus. That is... Wow, that is really good. That's a 3-cost, like, fat hit that also does an extra 10% of target's mass HP on top. Yeah, that's really good. Which is really cool because it's Justicia, which was a pale damage weapon in LobCorp, which was percentage based. Beak. Another 4-cost melee. On use, reduce the cost of 2 random pages in hand by 1 until they're used. Does not stack. That's as well a solid card with a nice effect. Twilight. Mass individual. On hit, inflict 1 paralysis. On hit, inflict 1 paralysis. Not bad. I've seen better mass attacks, but not bad. Mass summation, 20 to 25, 5 costs. Mass summation, on use. If your HP is at 50% or lower, all dice on this page gain plus 8 power. Oh, wow. So if you're close to death, this is more powerful. You know one thing? Like, these cards are good. Like, Justicia is fucking busted. Easily the best card in this list. But one thing I really like about all these cards is they're so cheap. Like, for what these do, these are cheap. Like, light cost-wise. Very good. Oh boy, we have a lot of story pieces to do now. Let's read through them. Lamp is really good, Justicia is insane, Beak is mad, Twilight is good, Apocalypse is the best Abno page, arguably. Really? You consider that the best one? Well, I suppose, yeah, no, it's pretty solid. Compare that to Tiff. Oh my god, yeah. Tiff's ego pages are absolutely awesome. Awesome! Awful, I meant to say. Not awesome, awful. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, but coffee is still the king of all drinks. It is quite a shame to know that such is the pitiable hill you chose to die on. Perhaps your tongue has been paralyzed by the overbearingly thick, strong flavor and scent. I'm not sure if I'm a library or a cafe. Oh, it's Angela. What are you doing here? I was just meandering around, using a bit of free time I have. What about you lot, then? Are you engaging in a book discussion or whatever? Well, that activity piques my interest as well. At the moment, we are having a friendly chat between patron librarians. Apocalypse Conditional is much easier to get than you'd expect when you're using Punishing Bird Egg. Oh, yeah, true. Because you can, like, purposely bring yourself down to lower than 50% if you want to. We were kind of dragged here by her assistants, though. It is regrettable that you put it that way. The assistant librarians. They sometimes visit my floor for a cup of coffee. Not many other floors make it a habit to enjoy fine beverages. I was having some coffee with Had and Gabera. Then they suddenly brought us here, saying that they'd like to return the favor. Isn't that a surprise? Should have realized that they were hers from the color of their attire. Sounds like you're on friendly terms with assistant librarians. There are co-workers. No need to be cold with them. That's right. By the way, Angela, do you have a minute? Maybe. Why do you ask? I was wondering if you could stick around for a cup of tea. Since you're here, why don't you help yourself? No coffee, though. I only brought mine. We don't get to talk with you like this often. Fine, I'll accept your offer. The other assistant librarians are having tea as well. See, I will say, said you're my boy, but I'd probably be on the tea floor drinking with Bina. Don't get me wrong, I'd probably still, like, if I was, well, I am here technically, I'm on Geb's floor. I'd smoke with Geb. Chesed would probably find me a coffee I'd like, so I'd chill at Chesed's place and have some tea with Bina. I'd be hanging out with everybody if I worked at the library. Well, I do. Again, I'm fighting there right alongside Geb. I get to witness her in all of her glory when I abuse builds on her. Do not be harsh on them. Refreshments such as these are a necessity from time to time. They're all busy workers, racing to get their jobs done. To be fair, I will second that, Bina. Your floor definitely had to put up with some bullshit for the last while. Even though we're here together, that doesn't mean we're all that comfortable with each other. Still, I think it's amazing that we can gather around and face each other in the first place. It's unfortunate that I can't taste or smell the tea you troubled to prepare for me. Soaking up its atmosphere is nice enough, I think. Man, that is gonna be like a sensory shock for Angela. Like, imagine not being able to like taste or smell shit, and then all of a sudden you can. Like, that would be the most nuts experience of your life. Though, as great as it'd be to be able to enjoy it together next time. Anyway, thank you for the conversation. I'll be going now. Come over to my floor sometime. Roland is an occasional visitor, so feel free to bring him with you if you don't feel like coming on your own. I'll consider it if I get any free time later. Will Angela make another visit? My hunch leans toward yes. Gotta give her strongest coffee she said has? Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, my cough is rough. Hakma. Here's the books you asked for. Hey, Tiffy. Hey, Roland. What brought you two here? Nothing big. These books seemed a bit too heavy for her to carry on her own, though. I'm already bringing a whole lot of books here myself. What does this old man want? It's not exactly the most appropriate thing to say in front of the person to whom you're referring, is it, sir? And since when did you start addressing me so politely? I simply desire to read many books. I would rather not spend my time in complete idleness. Let's see. What books that our resident geriatric want to read so much that he'd ask Tiferet to pick them? Continuity of life. Bioengineering technologies. Boy, this is straight out of a biology shelf. He'd gone through chemistry the other day. I wouldn't have made you go through the trouble had I known that you would bring this many books. I owe much gratitude to you for your continued assistance, young miss. I did think about asking for help, but Roland came over and lent his hand, so I chose not to. I didn't really expect you to ask for this for stuff like this, Mr. Hakma. I thought you would know all this already. I'm reading them multiple times so that the knowledge won't be lost from my memory. One read is never enough, especially when you are a learner. I see what you mean. The same sentence can give off different impressions every time you read it. Culture people talking culture things I don't get. Anywho, what are you guys doing here? Little more than insignificant chatter, which is related to the work we do in this place. That's what we're up to. As you indulge in work, you pile up all kinds of feelings. Does that mean you were mouthing off about your boss? Listen, Angela may pretend not to, but she sees everything going on in the library. Even now, she might be overhearing this very conversation. And then she show up like she saw nothing and... Aren't you the one talking about your boss behind her back? We were mostly chatting about receiving guests. Alright, you saw it complain about Angela too. Malkuth, don't say anything that could cause confusion. My complaint was simply that the stacks of books remaining in the corridors, which are making a disordered sight. I mean, you're basically saying that you don't like how untidy the library is, right? The responsibility for that lies on all of us. I wasn't targeting Angela in particular. Still, great efforts are being exerted to constantly receive a variety of guests, and that is worthy of praise in itself. That extends to you folk as well. Well, I've gotten pretty used to it by now, so it's no biggie really. Alright, Ankeeter. You seem rather quiet here. What more needs to be said? My role is only to observe. To observe, is it? Indeed so. Some would think that this is merely a form of neglect. I see that you are one of them. I was simply curious. We haven't had many opportunities to talk with one another. There were practically none, were there? Neither you nor I left our respective posts. Yet now I have time to visit, and yet now you have time to visit me of all people for a chat. Must indicate that we are freer than before, able to spare more of our moments. Do you not welcome this change? I'm not quite certain of my sentiments. Regardless, have a warm cup of tea, now that you are here. If you'd be so kind. Say, have you never tried other types of tea? It appears as though black is all you drink. Maybe so. There are enough variants of black tea that I have not bothered in attempting to imbibe other beverages. Or imbibe? I'm not sure what that word is. Fancy words, Ruina, fancy words. Although the azure-maned noble boy insists around the clock that I partake of coffee. It is certainly true that there has been much change. I wouldn't have expected that he would approach you first to recommend coffee. One day, perchance, all of us will come together. Your internet died. Welcome back. We're just still going through the cutscenes that came up. Indeed, it will be quite different from the first time such a gathering took place. I must wonder if the day shall come when we all engage in casual conversation and share trivial tales. I'm rather doubtful of it. Yet deep down, you are looking forward to it. Perhaps everyone shares the same feelings. I've finished my cup, so I'll be taking my leave now. I appreciate the hospitality. Rendezvous anytime. Tea will always be ready and waiting. View all small stories. So... Yep, we got it done. I think the main glitcher that made a difference is that we had a full-on support build with Jan's page. I feel like this was crucial at winning that fight. Wait, so... Bro, we've already been live for 2 hours! What the fuck? How? It's already been 2 hours. I just want to ask, so is Reverberation Ensemble next? Is this next on the list? Keter's the very last thing. Okay, so I guess the ensemble is the next thing on our list. Do I have to literally prepare all these? Because it says there's 10 enemy acts and 10 floors available. Like, is that legit? Like, do I really have to prepare all 10 of my fucking floors? Yeah, because I'd like to know what I have to do. Like, it's not really a spoiler. Just tell me what I should do to set up for this fight. Because I get the feeling having just one busted floor is not going to work. We're probably, like... If I could watch, like, the intro cutscene, that'll probably be the most we do tonight, and then we read some more. At the end of the day, even if... like, finishing the Bina fight is the only thing we do tonight, that is big fucking progress. It's one thing, but that is big progress. Wait for you to talk about Bina. Okay, so... Is it, like, split up into, like, 3, receptions? Like, if you understand what I mean... Is it, like, 3 receptions? Where we do the first wave, and then we can come back? Or is it, like, wave 1, 2, and 3 you have to do back to back to back? Is that how it works? Or is it, like, you could do the... Like, best way I can explain this... is like wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Oh, it's like 10 receptions? So, if I wanted to, I could start this, and, like, if I wanted to, I could just do, like, the first fight now, and then, like, do, like, another couple fights later, like, something like that? But you can't reuse... So it's not a good idea to just throw all of my super strong shit on one. I'm probably not going to do it right now anyway. You can't back out of it? Oh. That's kind of annoying, because I kind of want to watch the cutscene. I kind of want to watch the cutscene, but not do any of the fights yet. So, can I, like, watch the intro cutscene for this and then leave without, like, doing anything? Like, obviously, like, once we can't do anything else. Like, in terms of, like, realizations or receptions. Well, actually, would I not be able to do any other receptions either? So once you start this, this is the only thing you can do. Like, no farming, no... Okay, well, I'm probably not going to start that yet then. I want to do some preparation before we do. But what we can do is do a little bit of lore reading. I'm trying to remember, I think we were in Urban Nightmare. And we did Index and Warp Train, I think. And where we left off with Smiling Faces. Yeah, I'll wait until next stream before we even touch the Reverb Ensemble. That'll be, because we're gonna dedicate like a chunk of time to preparing for it before we even touch it. We got a plan for that. And I'd imagine after we do the Reverb Ensemble, then we get the Keter. We get the Keter realization, and if I had to guess, that is like the last thing in the whole game. But I probably have access to, like, if I had to guess how what's left in the game, it's the Reverb Ensemble and the Keter realization. That, in my mind, that is all that's left in the game. Which is a lot, because it's very big fights. Yeah, well, to be fair, like you said, once we do, like, the first wave of, like, the first, like, it'll become easier once we get to the, like, because right now we gotta build 4 floors, for Malkuth, Yasad, Hod, and Netzak. For the wave 2, we only need to build 3 floors. And then for wave 3, we only need to build 2 floors. Yeah. We definitely need to, like, build... I think we can build 4, like, strong floors. With, like, all the stuff we got, we can build 4 strong floors and just run it with that. Wave 1 is the hardest, wave 2 is the easiest. Yeah, I'd imagine. And if I had to guess, each wave is just a boss fight against each member of the ensemble. So, the question is, who do I think are going to be the first 4 we fight? Like, Argalia is obviously going to be the final. Who do I think will be the first 4? Wave 3 is one easy and one hard fight. Alright, makes sense. But I have to think here now. Who do I think will be the first 4? I think Puppeteer. Again, I'm guessing. Don't tell me who it is, because I actually don't want to know. If I had to guess, it's going to be Puppeteer. It's going to be, like, Greta. Puppeteer, Greta. Look at the gimmicks for each floor. Yeah, well, Malkuth, I'm going to use Xiao's page. I'm going to give Xiao's page to Malkuth easily. Anyway, let's get to reading. They mashed the ensemble member, really? I'll have to look at that and see if I can guess then. I'll have to see if I can guess. Anyway. They call the back streets unsafe because there's this one time a day when darkness comes out and your family neighborhood watch can't do jacks about it. The night in the back streets, when the city shuts its eyes, breaking any rules are forgiven during this time. It means to protect yourself from harm, like recording videos or hiring peacekeepers, all rendered useless. And those rusty old fellas sweep every corner of the streets, so no evidence is left behind. No corpses, no weapons, no none. Not only do all the security measures stop, peeking at a folk as a whole is banned during these hours. Well, stumbling on the scene of the crime ain't banned. Whatever really happens is... What it really means is you ain't supposed to record videos or the scene or spy it with security cams. No one should be strolling the streets that late in the first place, though. Because of that, they don't ask a darn thing about crimes happening during that time unless an eyewitness shows up. They just can't. If I'm being blunt, the public institutions... you know the deal. Those shuckin' shucks at the head, fixer associations, vigilance peeps and the like. If one of those officials try to take a dig at something that happened during the night in the back streets, some scary fellas called the Claws go after him. I hear the night in the back streets is considered a what's it time for doing whatchamacallit permitted by the head. I've got no dang clue why they set a time like this when every soulier is already frightened to the bone. No matter what folks say, the night in the back street starts at 3:13 and ends at 4:34. I'm trying to, like, it's slang. You're too early or too late by second every time. Interesting. Pretty much just talking about like it's the Purge every night. It's Minecraft at night where the monsters spawn. British people sigh. Jin's page. The back streets aren't some unlivable mess like some folks say, or some folk are saying, you see? Rough times do happen often around here. Sure, but there's some effort at peacekeeping going on top of a whole lot of people dying all the harking time. Every area of the streets has some kind of neighborhood watch made out of local residents voluntarily doing their job like fixers do, trying to make the back streets a safer place. Unlike the so-called Public Safety Association that starts with a Z. I was about to just say, aren't the Zvi, like, peacekeeping is their whole thing? So, in some areas, they're not really good at their job. Go figure. Whatever that stuffy org is called, the Neighborhood Watch ain't chained to any official authority, nor do they ask for huge fees. Each area's got different styles of neighbors, so not everyone in every corner of the town likes them. Most folks do appreciate that they're keeping them safe, though. If you can afford it, yeah. Me's page. There's this one rule that stands squarely in this nigh lawless land. Doing any kind of harm to the residential area is forbidden. No invading people's homes, no demolishing them and all that. Not even the big and tough crooks of the fingers can touch this. I'm guessing they decided it's gotta stay the most what's-it place. If you didn't know, the city's taboos are a huge deal. Much more serious than taboos of the nest. You break it and your life's over right then and there. Interesting. Smiling faces. The rules of the back streets don't work in the nest, and the opposite's also true. You could drag a higher up working for whatchamacallit from the nest to the back streets and do what's it to 'em and get away with it. As long as it was during the night. In the back streets, there was no sneaky rat. Back streets, and no sneaky rat saw you doing it. But if you did the same, what's it in the nest, you'd be breaking rules. Night in the back streets is only a thing in the back streets, like the name suggests. Interesting. So. Doing my coughing again. These pages didn't really talk about the smiling faces in general, but more just explaining how nighttime goes on the back streets. Can't afford it. You end up with a Zwei Section 2 from the start of the game. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. You know what's crazy? So, I haven't mentioned too much about, like, Ludwig Zeus's lore. But one thing I will mention is, like, Ludwig Zeus is two characters. He is the demon, and he is, you could say, myself, but the human form. Just in context, in the modern day, his human self is me. But if I were to ever do, like where the majority of the story takes place is actually in the future from now. So his human form looks like me, but it's not me. Because the whole, like, I always gotta remember how little lore I've told about the character. Because of how old Ludwig Zeus is, he always has his human side, and his human side has always existed on Earth. But they're immortal. Like, so for reference, a big writing point for, like, you say, me as a character is my parents are not actually my parents. They've been conditioned to think that they had a kid and a son that grew up, but it's just Ludwig Zeus making sure his human side fits well into humanity. And he's done that for hundreds of years, constantly repeating. So, in, like, the lore, as the character's written, as the human form, it will have a different name and all that, but it is still his human form, just in another cycle. Like, my human form, are in the cycle for current. I probably explained that horribly, but maybe you get some form of idea what I'm trying to say here. But in the lore as it's being written, the human form on Earth is, like, way farther in the future. Like, way farther. To the point where it's, like, much more of a tech world, to a degree. And shit like magic has come back, and, like I said, technology is advanced. But I've noticed just how much Project Moon's, like, city has, like, seeped into my mind when I'm, like, creating, like, the futuristic Earth. I've just noticed that, like, for example, something I was thinking of today is, like, there's the concept of, like, stacked cities, where it's cities that are so dense and populated that they're more like, it looks more like a giant tower than it does a city, but they're just so dense together. And it's also inspired from hive cities from Warhammer, if you know what that is, but not quite as dense as that. It's like a little bit in between. And I've been talking about, like, the areas of stack cities that are known as the gutter. And, like, the gutter, mainly, like, how it works is if you look at, like, hold on, you know what? I'll do it. Paint. If I pull up paint, you have, like, stack cities, which are very just dense and tall, and these things are massive. And the gutter would be one of those things where, like, the lowest levels of the stack cities are, like, considered the gutter. They are, like, the most dangerous areas of the entire place, and they're, like, the lawless areas. And, like, as you go up, the gutters become, like, less and less prominent as you go up. To the point where, once you get up to, like, higher sections, they're more like veins that go up and, like, taper off as you go up. So that, like, all this is, like, the lawless, like, area. And I've noticed that's kind of like how the back streets are described in the Project Moon. But, like, I hope this helps visualize what I'm trying to say. And it shows just how much Project Moon's world has, like, had an effect on me. Because there's, like, I like the idea of that, like, just no-go zone that is, like, just purely lawless and a hellscape. And in this case, for stack cities, it would just be called the gutter. And, like, most of, like, powerful and rich people would just, like, fly in at the top. They would just take, like, planes that come in and leave from the top. So there's some people, like, the rich and powerful, would literally only ever be in, like, the top. They would never even go down in a stack city. So that's why it just becomes so lawless. And people who, like, can't afford to come in through the top have to come in through the bottom, the gutter, which is very dangerous. If that makes sense. That's pretty much like kind of like something I've thought of for like modern day like cities in like Ludere Zeus's lore in like the Earth. Because like I said, like the whole lore of Ludere Zeus and his human form take place in a more futuristic world. Something that like time-wise is very similar in like theming to Project Moon's world. Where it's like, it still has things where you can see where it has like elements of like the modern day. It's just way more advanced, and there's like way more crazy concepts. Came from the gutter areas and lawless and dangerous. Yeah, it could, you could use that literal saying in the show, and it has a double meaning, or like within the lore. Cause yeah, I'd like to make a show off it, but yeah. But just to explain, you know, some things I've been brainstorming now. Anyway, let's read The Crying Children, or Philip. Sorry, I get how you feel, but I'll need more time to think about this. Are you feeling down? No, I'm fine. I get it. This was rather sudden, and you'll need some time to collect your thoughts. Thanks for understanding. You know, you're a very caring person. I guess Gramps picked the right rookie to hire. Is that so? Thank you. I couldn't say anything beyond that. I tried to think positive about it, convincing myself that I wouldn't want to see Xiaobei feel troubled because of me in the future. Oh my god, I just realized how long this is. Holy shit. Clinging on it further would only make me seem pathetic. Although Xiaobei didn't decline my confession outright, it felt safer to think of it as a refusal so I wouldn't get my head in the clouds and make another attempt at it. Shouldn't have held any expectation in the first place. I thought you'd feel like a load had been taken off. I thought I'd feel like a load had been taken off my chest after I'd confessed my pent-up feelings to her. But I couldn't even bring myself to look Xiaobei in the eyes. I didn't see it. I found myself looking for excuses. It's not because I'm a coward. It's not because I was afraid that I might be faced with darkness I can't possibly handle if I lift my head. No. I just looked at the shade so I could see a brighter light, that's all. That thought made me feel a bit easier. I didn't know what expression Xiaobei wore at that time. Was she grinning at my nonsense, or was she upset? All I could think is that she was probably giving me a look of disgust. You gave a fine speech, but I must wonder if you're truly upset for the sake of Salvador and your other late colleagues. I'll go prepare myself. I closed the door on my way out. Was it because I didn't want to hear any more of it? Did I lack the energy to refute him? I had no time to reflect on the reason I left my seat. The one thing I couldn't stand was him putting the blame on me for leaving my master and Xiaomei behind in that place they call the library when I escaped, so that I could bring others to save them. A wise person once said that you must close your ears when someone utters useless words or speaks with harmful intention. Is the uselessness of a talk determined solely by one's own standards? Maybe Oscar was right. But are his words useless and wrong because they distressed me? Maybe I just didn't want to accept it. Consoling myself that I need some time to focus only on the grief of losing my master and Xiaomei, I cover my ears. You're pausing it at just the right moment, like it's a rerun you've watched over and over. There's gotta be a reason. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Sometimes the human brain has difficulty telling reality from illusion. Watching a horror film incites fear even though you know it's fiction. My audio's like cutting in and out again. However, it's not always easy to discern the truth. They're standing right before my eyes, reapproaching me. But I can't dismiss them as mere illusions, even though they're dead, gone. There's no way they could be real. It doesn't make sense that I know about what they're about to say otherwise. Couldn't be something they told me beforehand. When Xiaomei was able to speak, I shut her up, as though I knew what was going to unfold. What could I gain from uttering what will harm me? Self-justification. Those words would have wounded me for sure. There are also words that will protect me, yet again. I'm running away from the truth. Vilifying others, it made me feel a bit better. Pamali was right. All I had to do was make up reasons that are convenient to me. It's not my fault at all. They're the bad ones. It's derisive. How shallow my admiration for my master in Xianbei was, challenging my attitude today toward them so easily out of selfish... Bro. The audio's like fucking up. You're just a more experienced person, yeah. I had a feeling. Nothing is more beautiful than knowing the truth, and therefore, nothing must be more shameful than admitting that what one perceived in, or what one believed in, was a lie. I could have sworn I acknowledged my vice and embraced it. Although the process was a little unstable, I still felt ashamed for the truthless deeds I had done, and decided to cherish that negative part of myself as I am. Or so I thought. I stopped talking. Couldn't even tell what was appropriate to speak anymore. Turn a blind eye to all that tries to hurt me. Turn a deaf ear to words that would lead me down the wrong path. Turn a mute mouth to unnecessary evil. And last of all, act not. Make myself happy that way. I could no longer perceive anything. Yep. And then, is this all of the things from Urban Nightmare? I just want to be sure. I just want to make sure this is like all the ones we can get. I know, like, Star of the City, there's a couple key pages I gotta get for some stuff. But I do want to finish off Urban Nightmare in terms of, like, lore reading, so we could start with Star of the City next time. Look how long this list is. That's all for Urban Nightmare? Yeah, okay. Dante's page. 7 Association deals with info and investigations. We collect all kinds of information on this city. Though, why aren't we disclosing the full details about certain cases to the general public through news outlets or anything, you ask? Some things are better left unknown, for the sake of the safety of this world. Section 3 feels empty these days. Oh, didn't you hear the news? Many of them died in that incident with the distortion last time. Even the guy we counted on resigned and ran off. Right, that happened. I guess that's why the empty seats felt even more noticeable. He seemed pretty refreshed and relaxed on his last day. I wonder why he quit, though. Sure, the work here can be tough, but isn't it still easy compared to some others? Gotta agree with that. Beats having to worry about getting axed all the time. Rumor says he went to join the musicians of Bremen. Oh? Is this Oink? Why would he join that weird funky band? You tell me. Maybe there was something more important than making a fortune to spend the rest of his life in comfort. Yes, because, okay. Real quick before we read the rest, there's something I gotta bring up. I regularly rewatch some cutscenes to keep myself up, so when I notice things like this, so I can notice things like this. Like, moments like this are exactly why I keep rewatching stuff. And I remember Oink mentioning that he was part of an association when he left to join the musicians. For the achievement are random, hyper-specific old ones that give duplicates of story pages. Yeah, there's also some, like, because we've done some general receptions, but I don't have all the key pages for them. Like, I know that for sure. Like, the insurance guys, I don't have the key page for, like, the main person from that. So, like, that's, like, little things like that I gotta collect. And you need the key page to do the lore reading, right? But, oh, also one thing I want to mention. Holy crap. I never realized how much Roland was mentioned throughout the entire game. But, obviously, they referred to him as the Black Silence. So you don't realize they're referring to Roland. in the Musicians of Bremen, they mention that Roland killed the pianist. Or pianist. I should probably start pronouncing it as pianist. I have a habit to pronounce things fast. Like, I always do, like, the fastest pronunciation. So, pianist. But I should probably say pianist. It would probably be better. Just so it sounds less sussed. Yeah, I'll start saying pianist. But, yeah. They mention that the Black Silence killed the pianist. So, that's a big revelation. Another thing, the Thumb brings up how the Black Silence wiped out, like, remember in, like, the first meeting, the first reception with the Thumb, they mentioned how, like, one of their 20 families didn't attend because they were reorganizing after getting attacked by the Black Silence. Again, I now know that is Roland. And I'm pretty sure we even saw it in one of his realizations. When he was slaughtering, like, the cartel or something. It was like the something cartel. It's crazy how once you know names and who is who, like, it is so well done how they reference the Black Silence so many times throughout the game. But because you don't know who the Black Silence is at the time, it just doesn't cross your mind. Like, it literally just does not cross your mind that is anybody important. Because they mention, like, color fixers regularly. And there's some color fixers that still, to this point, like, yeah, they're mentioned, but they don't really do too much. And for some reason, they mention the Black Silence a couple times. So it's like, when you hear it, it's like, okay, there's just another color fixer. I know what that is. But when you know who the Black Silence is, all of those cutscenes they hit so different. They hit so different as soon as you know who it actually is. Anyway, Babu and Akim, not much to see. We value the art of violence more than anything here. Those with an unscathed body are not permitted to join us. A swordsman who does not have a single blade scar on his skin is doubtlessly too careful when he wields his weapon, and his inane hesitation will be an obstacle. Too irresolute to endure the wounds his own blade would leave, let alone the assault of others. A body free of scars is proof of cowardice. Alas, it would be wise not to expose your wounds outside of those on your face. That goes pretty hard. Bamboo Kim is pretty hardcore. And dealing violence, yeah. Don't worry, Kim. Even though we've killed you, those who have wielded your key page have done no shortage of violence. Blade lineage isn't known for coordination. It's little more than a cohort of people who have nowhere else to go, or those who carry the intent to murder someone. Most who seek to join us sit at lowly social positions. It's not rare for such people to hold a deadly grudge against someone. You best behave before those who are more skilled than you. You best behave before those who are more skilled than you. We may be a band of murderous ruffians, but we understand our place. And that is it for Urban Nightmare lore. And then we'll have to crack into Star of the City. But Liu, I should have everything from here. Kane Office, you have everything. Blue Reverberation. Index Proxies, I don't have Esters. I think that's everything from this. Red Mist, R-Corp, we have all those. Proleteer, we have that. Tau. We don't have her buddy. Is it? I feel like the other guy should be here, isn't it? Wavian's page, and then other. There's like a couple ones I have yet to get here. There's still like a couple I have to get. Wowie indeed. Yeah. So stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I will probably just end up spawning those books in, I'm not gonna lie. Just for the sake of it. Like, again. Like, I've proved I can beat these fights, but I just don't want to put the time into doing them again, so I'll probably just spawn them into my own time. Lowell? No, I should have Lowell. I've used his page. So he should be fine. Star of the City. Yeah, Lowell. I have Cecil, May, and Lowell, all from, like, the first reception category. I will say, though, guys, I am probably going to wrap up there. We're just shy of 3 hours, but honestly, there's not really anything else we can start that would be quick. I've done all of, like, the lore reading that I could. Like, we're caught up to Star of the City on lore reading. And we've done all the realization we have access to. All that's left is really... all that's left is to start the ensemble, which is something we're going to have to dedicate some time to building for next time. But either way, I am very pleased with all the progress we've done today. Very good to have that done. And then next time, we're free to just do our thing. I'm excited to see how it goes. Yeah, I'll probably end up... Your key page is one that's probably going to bounce around. I will say that. So I'm probably not going to bother doing it right now, because we're going to probably just throw it on somebody in the lower floors anyway. Like, yours is absolutely going to be one of the ones that is used in every wave. Like, absolutely. So, yeah, we'll see where it goes. Like, we'll handle all that when we get back. When we get back, we'll handle where everything's going to go. We have to build 4 floors anyway. We're going to have to build 4 floors right at the start. So we'll get into that. But anyways, thanks for stopping by, lads. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Oh, I didn't mention. I should probably mention, while you guys are here, the reason I didn't stream yesterday or Friday. Because I remember while I was malding for Apocalypse Bird, I said I was going to do it every night until I beat it. But then Friday and Saturday were hella busy days for me. They were very busy days for me, so I couldn't. And I've also had a bad throat for the past couple of days, so like I don't know, like, you've heard me coughing. Well, I try to mute whenever I cough a lot, but I've been coughing a lot, and I've had a bad throat, so I pretty much couldn't stream yesterday or the day before. So I pretty much just had to do it today. Yeah, I'm probably going to go back to that video and just change the title to it, Malding at Apocalypse Bird. Because I was malding, let's be real. I was hardcore malding. But anyway, we'll get built and start the reverberation on Tuesday. Have a good night, lads, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out. Thanks for stopping by. Sheesh.